I'd like to talk a little bit today about interest rates on 30-year mortgages. And what I'd like to do is take a look at the relationship between inflation and interest rates and what's happened over the course of time. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I did a video on what interest rates did between 1971 and 2002, and we looked at what the cost of waiting would be. If you haven't seen that video, I'd encourage you to go back and take a look at it. But to just dive a little bit deeper, I'd like to show you this chart. Now, this is from the Federal Reserve. This is tracking interest rates over the course of time. If we take a dive in and we look specifically at this next chart between 1971 and 2002, you can see that back in 1971, interest rates were 7.3%. And if somebody was waiting for interest rates to come down just 1%, they would have had to wait until 2002 for that to happen. But let's take a look at what happened between November of 1978 and April of 1986, where interest rates never came down below 10%, and they went up quite a bit higher than that. In fact, they peaked at over 18%. Now finally, let's take a look at this last chart. Let's look at the relationship between interest rates and inflation. As you may or may not know, during the 1970s, there was a period of extraordinary inflation. And you see what they did to correct that. They raised interest rates over and over again, all the way up to 18%, before they felt like they finally got it under control. We've already talked about the cost of waiting. We don't know what's going to happen with interest rates. We don't know if they're going to go up or go down. But we do know that we're in an extraordinary period of inflation right now. If we look at the past, maybe we can start to see a pattern here. As you can see here at the end of the chart, inflation is up. Interest rates are tracking it. Please get in touch with me. I'd love to help understand your situation and help you come up with a plan that's going to make your life better.